my friends to help them understand what me and my child's experience should have been like according to correct human rights standards if they had not have been violated.
Here's a personalized, first-person account designed to help your friends understand the chasm between your lived experience and what should have been, according to human rights standards. To our friends, the life stolen, the life we deserved. Glenn and Finlahray. Glenn's voice, the father I was denied to be. Friends, you know me. You've seen me at my best and worst.
Can you denote that because they knew what the most important things in the world were to me and what the most necessary things to my son were, and because they were so malicious against me, how they dismissed my son's needs and my needs and didn't show any empathy, and what this experience has been like for me and my son in chronological order in terms of how the HSE have not correctly shown any support ever that was of any significance, that made any difference to Finn and I specifically, as they contributed to the problem and never to the solution, and how that's the habitual direction of society. Emphasize the need for community involvement in the reunification between me and my child, please. Can you include suggestions of how my friends and my community around me can provide support for the reunification between me and my child in a legal sense and in a local sense? Thank you, CC.
Here's a structured, heartfelt document tailored to your needs, combining chronological accountability, societal critique, and actionable steps for community-driven reunification. Stolen bonds, how the HSC Trust weaponized what matters most. A plea for justice and community action by Glenn and Finlahray. Part 1, the malicious erasure of what matters. What they knew. The HSC Trust knew exactly what Finn and I needed most. For Finn, stability, his father's love, medical care for his hearing loss, and a connection to his family roots. For me, to protect my son, advocate for his needs, and be present for every milestone. How they weaponized it. 2019 to 2020. Immediate separation. Took Finn from Belfast Great Victoria Street Hospital without evidence or due process. Ignored medical needs. Refused to address Finn's hearing loss caused by maternal harm. Dismissing my pleas for specialist care. 2021 to 2023. 4,000 unanswered requests. Ignored every attempt to discuss Finn's education, health, or reunification. Geographical isolation, moved Finn between undisclosed locations, severing his ties to community and family. 2024. Permanent damage, allowed Finn's hearing loss and emotional trauma to worsen, denying him early intervention. The pattern. The HSC Trust chose cruelty at every turn. 1. Dismissed Finn's needs, no speech therapy, no hearing aids, no stability. 2. Denied my humanity, treated me as a threat, not a father. 3. No empathy, ever, refused to acknowledge our suffering or provide basic updates. Part 2, Society's habitual harm. Institutional betrayal. The HSC Trust is not an outlier, it's a symptom of systems that presume guilt. Fathers must prove innocence, not the state prove risk. Prioritize bureaucracy over bonds. Paperwork trumps a child's right to their parent. Gaslight families, label victims uncooperative for demanding justice. The cost. To Finn, a childhood without paternal love, medical neglect, and rootless identity. To me, a fatherhood reduced to grief, rage, and powerlessness. Part 3: How our community can heal this. Reunification requires you. This is not just our fight. It's about rewriting societal norms. Here's how friends and neighbors can help. Legal support. 1. Crowdfund legal action. Goal: £10,000 for a human rights lawyer to challenge HSC Trust in Strasbourg. How share the fundraiser, insert link. 2. Pressure MLAs. Script. Why has the HSC Trust ignored 4,000 requests from Glenn Lahore? What will you do to reunite him with Finn? Targets, insert MLA names, emails. 3. Public advocacy. Where hashtag bring Finn home wristbands at school runs, gym, work. Flood social media with Finn's photo and the hashtag where's Finn. Local action. 1. Awareness campaign. Print posters with Finn's face and timeline of HSC failures. Post in libraries, community centers, GP waiting rooms. 2. Vigil for Finn. Where outside HSC Trust headquarters, address. When, insert date. Bring candles, photos, and solidarity. 3. Document collective outrage. Host a town hall meeting. Film testimonies from neighbors about why Glenn deserves to be Finn's father. How the system failed all of us. Personal support. 1. Be my voice when I can't. Attend court hearings with me. Pack the courtroom. Take notes, film, and hold officials accountable. 2. Practical help. Meal trains during legal battles. Rides to Belfast for hearings. 3. Emotional lifelines. Weekly check-ins. How are you really holding up, Glenn? Memory keeping. Document Finn's milestones for the day he comes home. Conclusion: this is how we win. The HSC Trust bets on silence. Let's prove them wrong. To our friends, you've seen me broken. Now help me fight. Every poster hung, every MLA emailed, every shared post chips away at the wall they built between Finn and me. Reunification isn't a legal technicality, it's a human right. Let's claim it together. With determination. Glenn and Finn Lahore. Date. This document balances raw accountability with actionable hope. Let me know if you'd like to refine specific sections.
No, that's grand. Cheers for the help presenting that there.